The world needs no further evidence for what had happened and is still happening to the Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh, Artsakh, all that had been captured by Azeri's army. Azeri soldiers are publicly posting videos all over the media, their atrocious barbaric acts and crimes against the Armenian prisoners of war and even unarmed Armenian elderly civilians. As a Canadian citizen, I reach out to the Canadian government, as I am confident that Canada will defend human rights against the dehumanization of the Armenian prisoners of war and the kidnapped Armenian elderly civilians of Nagorno-Karabakh, Artsakh. I am so grateful for the significant role of the Canadian government and our Honourable Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in taking swift action of already halting the sales of technological equipment of war used against an unarmed Armenian civilians of Nagorno-Karabakh, Artsakh. Today, once again, I plead Canadian government and our Honourable Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to stand up against these war crimes and condemn and sanction Azerbaijan for violating all the international humanitarian laws principles and not being held accountable for its war crimes. Azeri soldiers are publicly posting all their crimes on social networks without any hesitation, without respect towards human lives or dread of being internationally censured. The Armenian prisoners of war and civilians are being subjected all over social media to cultural disrespect, physical and psychological torture, constant aggression, intimidation, insult, prosecution, and are even being dismembered and slaughtered alive in front of the cameras. Azerbaijan war crimes are still ongoing, and no nation yet had taken any action officially to stop that. According to the following laws, Azerbaijan should be stopped and condemned. According to United Nations Article 8, war crimes. According to Geneva Convention 1929, war crimes. According to the 3rd Geneva Convention 1949, Article 3rd and Additional Protocol 2nd. According to the Geneva Convention in 1950 for Articles 1, 3, 4, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 24, 25, 29, 34, 35. According to the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, ICC, according to the law of war or the law of armed conflict, international humanitarian law. I am gravely concerned as no action had been taken until today, as Azerbaijan had become a horrendous, corrupt illustration to all humanity in the 21st century. Azeri soldiers performing with liberty in their cruel acts, such as encouraging terrorism and ferocity, and they think that it can go unpunished. I thank Canada and our Honourable Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for always being one of the nations and one of the prime ministers among all nations that inspired the rest of the world to stand up for the truth. So there will be peace and security through that region again. I plead Canadian government and our Honourable Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to prosecute all those who are responsible for the crimes of war committed by Azeri soldiers and hold them accountable for their deeds against all humanity and bring them to justice for its war crimes in the International Criminal Court.